Hey, what's up, you guys? We're back again with another video. And as I said in the last one, if you guys watched it, I was going to be doing a more in-depth video on the missing person / homicide case of a young 25-year-old young man. His name was Jelani Day. So we're just going to jump right into it. Jelani Day was a 25-year-old young man that was a graduate student that lived in Bloomington, Illinois. There he was studying to be a doctor. Very smart. He was, I believe, the top of his class at the time of his death. On to his education, he was on his university's campus, the university at Bloomington. He was on the campus on August 24th of the year 2021, where he was last ever seen. So that was the last time that anyone ever seen him, anyone heard from him, anything like that. The morning after he was reported missing, the morning after August 24th, by one of his female professors. I'll get to her and my opinions on her either in another separate video. I might make this into two parts, really, because the first video wasn't really saying anything about him. It was just, introducing you guys to him, if you guys may not know, so I'm not sure. But back to the task. His mother said that her son, Jelani, wasn't answering her phone calls or text messages all day. So after an entire 2 weeks after his disappearance, Jelani's body was sadly found in an Illinois river in Peru. Keep in mind, y'all, Peru is a total 4 hours and 17 minutes away from where he was supposed to be and where his campus was. I looked that up for you guys, and I got the exact number. So that's approximately 280.0 miles away from where he was supposed to be and where he was last seen. That's a little skep. But nonetheless, I'm going to save all comments and opinions for after I explain everything about, his autopsy and how he was found. So the coroner ruled his cause of death to be a drowning, though his mother maintains that her son did not walk himself to his own grave, that it was in fact foul play involved, and I agree with her. After they retrieved him from the water, trigger warning up ahead if you guys do not like severe details about anything gruesome such as death or corpses, please fast forward. He was severely decomposed and his jaw was missing. Apparently it was sawed out, the article said. Sawed out along with several other of his organs missing. For more information, if you guys want to know more about that specific topic, you guys can go on Google, and you guys have to be kind of descriptive when you typing it in, because I had to be descriptive when I wanted to get the information. So yes, when they found him, his jaw seemed to be sawed out of his face and his organs were missing. Now when you look on Google, the specific organs that were missing from this young man really stood out to me, because they tried to say that it was due to, the water rushing. And, it's been 2 weeks. They haven't seen him in 2 weeks. So they tried to say that, the water temperature, sea animals, stuff like that, sped up the process of the decomposition of his body. And I honestly can say that I'm on the fence with that statement, because I want to believe it, but then again, I don't want to. Just like his mom said, it's kind of up in the air as to how he even got to Peru from Bloomington. And I was doing a little research. I was trying to dig a little on his professor. If I find out her name, I will insert it, or I'll try to get a picture. But his professor was the first one to make it known that, he could possibly be missing, because he was supposed to show up to her class and he didn't. And it wasn't just, one of those kids he's fine. No, Jelani never missed a day. He never missed anything. He never even missed a text message to his mother. So when she didn't get a text message or a call back, that kind of was raising antennas a little bit, raising red flags. And this case is going to be, when 2024 arrives, is going to be 3 years old. But for some reason, it's not for some reason, is weighing very heavy, along with other cases that I'm going to be going over. It may be cases that you guys may know well of, and it may be cases that's kind of under, not really getting that much, exposure or anybody talking about it. I'm going to try to do both. But my opinion from what happened to JELANI from the last time that he was seen on surveillance cameras, because they did say that he was present on the campus. They seen him, but he went to a dispensary. He drove to a dispensary, and I'm going to get the time and all. That's why I think it's going to be, I might just stretch this video out for as long as I can until I get all of the facts straight, because I'm not one to rush anything. So I really want to get it straightforward, because this is my first ever voiceover covering a missing person / homicide. I keep saying missing person because it's so unreal that he died under such mysterious circumstances. But when I say missing, I'm sorry, I mean homicide, because he's no longer with us. But yeah, this case is just really, it has a lot of loose ends, because it's not a lot of updates, and it's not a lot of people that know exactly what happened. Nobody actually knows what happened, even though I feel like the person that does know what happened, or the people, they haven't got in contact with them yet. And even if they did, I just hope that they did their job and they questioned them the way that they were supposed to, because somebody knows what happened to this young man. He couldn't have just been missing for 2 weeks. Nobody seen him, nobody heard from him, he wasn't in contact with anyone or anything like that. It's just very odd to me. It doesn't make sense. And on top of that, they started to find his belongings scattered around. Like, they found his phone. They was looking for his phone since he went missing. After his mom said that he wasn't answering any of the calls or text messages, they've been looking for his phone. They couldn't find it. And I believe I read somewhere that when they did find it, it was a few miles away from where he was found, or where his car was found. One or the other. I'm going to get the correct facts, soon. But I believe it was either away from his car, a few miles from his car, or a few miles from where his body was found. Either way, I feel like that's a big red flag, and they need to go and check his phone records. I know they could, get access to everything and beyond. So I need them to do that and really bring his family justice, because I feel like it's not fair. And once a case is, to me, in my opinion, once a case is over 2 years and they don't have any leads, the law enforcement is going to try to make it turn cold. And us as people, we can't do that, because there's too many people that don't have justice to this day because their case is turned cold, because it wasn't getting a lot of attention, or people even, known about it. But, we have to start from somewhere, and this is what I really enjoy watching on my free time. So I decided that I was going to incorporate it in my content that I have on my channel. So I hope you guys like it. But yes, back to the matter at hand. Yeah, man, when you look into these numbers, like, something's definitely not right. Like, he was found 4 hours away from where he was supposed to be. Like, that's already a red flag within itself. I feel like he was going to either meet someone, or someone was going to meet him. He was in contact with someone. This is why I feel like the fact that they couldn't find his phone makes me think that someone wanted it that way. They didn't want his phone found. They didn't want any information getting tracked back to them. And sadly, that's a lot of times in these cases. And this is why it turns cold, because the person that conducted it, is a psychopath, and they made sure that, they covered up their tracks. But this one, I'm really going to try to, even before I made this video, I was trying to see if I found any updated information, like in 2023, and they all just keep saying the same thing. I don't want to say it's a dead end, but I will keep actively searching, because his mom is still actively involved, as she should. And, as long as she's involved, I want to be involved too, and I want to try to keep up with this, because I have been keeping up with it since it surfaced. And yes, it's just crazy how nobody wants to own up to it or say anything, knowing good and well that someone knows what happened. Somebody seen that boy on that day, possibly on that day, or they could have seen him leading up to that day. Who knows? But everybody is a suspect until proven guilty. And I don't have a lot of information on the female professor. I really just watched other videos about her, so I want to draw my own conclusion. So maybe if I do a little research on her, maybe it'll start to connect the dots to me a little more. But what I did find out about her is that she was the first one to report him missing, and he was supposed to be in her class. That's really the only thing that I know. That's a fact, because you know everything you can't trust on the internet what you read. So I tried to find as much factual websites as I could, and the rest is just off of speculation and some, you know, theories that we may have. I just really hope that they find out who did it fast and soon, because I feel like his parents, his family needs that closure, as well as other families that's going through anything tragic right now with their loved one or their child at that. So yes, I will be doing some more information on the professor, and I might make another part because it's just too many loose ends. Like, even talking about it is still like, it's so many like what ifs, what happened, where did he go, you know, like it's just, and everybody's just acting so oblivious, which is getting me so upset. Like, I get triggered by stuff like that. I don't mean to laugh, but I really do get triggered by things like that. I don't like when people try to act like they don't know what's going on, knowing that they're fully very well aware of what's going on. So yeah, I'm just going to look out for updates, and I'm going to keep, like I've been doing, I'm just going to keep his family in my prayers, because they don't deserve that. No family deserves to go through a child being gone, no matter what. Should not have to experience that as a human on this earth. But yes, that is all the information for this segment that I have right now. If you guys have any comments, questions, or like speculations, anything that you guys want to say about the topic or about the case, you know me, the comment section is always open. You guys could, we could start a conversation if you want. If you want to ask like questions, like what made me, anything, the comment section is open for you guys. Respectful, of course. But yes. Y'all, something told me to go check and see 2023 updates, and his mom said that they found footprints at the scene. JELANI was not wearing footprints at the time of his death. Ain't that something? I think I'm gonna just make this video into another part, because I have a whole segment of theories that I have. I didn't really get into it in this video because I just wanted to get out who he was and really get him in a good light, because sadly the situation took over what he really was great for, and that was being a great son, just a great aspect to his community, and just a great overall person. So next video, stay tuned. I will be giving my raw opinion and my raw, uncut, unfiltered opinions and theories. It is an opinion and a theory. It is not a fact. So if you guys have any theories or opinions, like I said, comment section is open for all discussion. And we will be taking this case into the next video. But if you guys have made it to the end of the video, or at least thus far, I want to take the time out and appreciate you guys and say thank you. Yes, if you guys have made it, if you guys are seeing my fingers right now waving to y'all, I thought I was gonna wave, but yeah, if y'all see this, that means that y'all are officially almost at the end of the video. Right here, I attempted to do 3D art, but I didn't like it, so I just did my thumb with 3D art, and that's it. But it came out cute anyway, so I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like content like this and more content to come. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. And if you here, you're a real one. And if you're not here yet, we're going to see you in the future. But peace, love, and hair grease. I think that's how the saying go. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Bye.